everybody, it's Jennifer from Craft Forest. So Easter's coming up, and as it turns out, all of those really fun Easter egg kits that we use and then feed to our kids aren't that good for you. Yeah, it's true, you heard it here. But I found some natural alternatives already in the kitchen. So that's what I want to show you today, how you can actually dye Easter eggs with foods that you already have at home. Now there's tons of different things that you can use. You can use spinach, you can use orange juice, but we're just going to use two today. We're going to use frozen berries and coffee. Really, really simple. So let's do the coffee one first. We're going to use just some coffee grounds here. And this is from a local coffee company here in Kansas City. So, and I'm just going to eyeball this. You can measure it, but I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to put maybe like half a cup of coffee, and then we're going to use vinegar. For some of the other things out there, if you're using spinach or orange juice or any of those other things, you'll want to use some water too. But with the coffee, you just need vinegar, so just regular white distilled vinegar. You could use apple cider vinegar as well, but this is much less expensive, so you might just use this one, and coffee grounds. So we're going to put in enough vinegar to cover our egg, okay? So, and you can stir that up if you want to, or you can just put your egg in. So we're just going to take a regular hard-boiled egg, and we're just going to dip it right into the coffee grounds, okay? And you could strain this if you wanted to. You could actually just use a coffee filter and run it through so that you could get the coffee-colored water. I really love how it looks when the ground's dry. So I'm going to leave it just as it is. And this is all you have to do for this one. Just let it sit. Really, the longer you let it sit, the more it's going to color the egg. So we're just going to let this one sit while we do the other one, and then we'll show you what it looks like, and we'll just take it out to dry, okay? Okay, so we'll just leave the coffee there to marinate, and then now for the berries. So let's grab an egg, and we're going to use frozen berries. So this is an assortment of blueberries, raspberries, some cherries, and some other things in here. These work really, really well when they're still super frozen. Ours are starting to thaw out a little bit, so we might get a little runoff. If you want kind of a tighter, really perfect looking circle, make sure that your blueberries are really frozen. So I'm going to grab a blueberry, okay, and I'm just going to kind of drip it off here a little bit, and then all I'm going to do is just hold the hard-boiled egg and just kind of stamp it to the egg, okay? And so mine are running off here, and they're kind of making an interesting shape, so we're just gonna ditch the circles, and we'll just go for kind of an organic little shape here, okay? That's it. So you can do an entire egg with these. If we wanted to cover over those, if we didn't like them, we could take a berry and just paint it. It looks really, really cool. It's so easy to make. It doesn't go on the inside of the egg, so it won't, you know, change the taste or any of that sort of thing. And the best part is your kids can do it, and you don't have to worry about it. And when you're finished, you can eat the paint. So, so easy. So let's take a look and check in on our coffee painted egg. So this guy, I'm just gonna roll it around a little bit. You can see already that it's starting to change in color. We're getting this really beautiful sort of light brown, and then we've got the coffee grounds there. When I do these, I let it sit for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and then take it out and put it on a drying rack and let it dry completely, and then you can brush the coffee grounds out. So, or again, like I said, you can use a coffee filter and just pour the mixture through it, collect the grounds in the filter, and just use the coffee colored kind of vinegar water to go ahead and dye the egg. These are so simple. You can be really creative. You can try anything and everything that you have at home. So we made these three guys here with coffee, a couple of different variations. We tested kind of the amount of time that it was in the coffee, and then this one we did coffee and orange juice and kind of got a really neat little texture there. This guy was made with a blueberry, again kind of that polka dotting technique with the blueberry. This guy, I love this one. This is a raspberry, and it got a really great little texture, and actually the shape of the raspberry showed up, which I think turned out really, really well. So that one was with a frozen raspberry. Here's more blueberries. We painted with a blueberry. And then this guy is really great. He had kind of an accident, sorry about that. But this guy is a blueberry and a raspberry, and then I took a paper towel and kind of wiped it off and kind of burnished it almost like this. And it gave this really beautiful, almost like a box color dye to it. So that turned out really well. You can do textures, you can try all kinds of things. This guy is a blueberry again, and then I tried to dip it with a stocking in some blueberries with water and with vinegar. It really didn't quite give me the texture of the stocking, but I did get a little bit of a line there, so that was kind of cool. So be completely inventive, be really creative, be resourceful, and you can make some fantastic Easter eggs without having to worry about feeding your family and your kids lots and lots of chemicals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make natural Easter eggs from Craft Forest. Thanks, guys.